all that we could be. Holiness, heels and hankies. That we could be. Heels and hankies. Taught us well to be all that we could be. Go with your holiness, put your heels on, grab a hanky, and let's move on, and let's move on, and let's move on, let's move on. Holiness, heels and hankies. My grandmother taught us well to be all that we could be. Holiness, heels and hankies. Grandma taught us well to be all that we could be. Go with your holiness, put your heels on, grab a hanky, and let's move on, and let's move on, and let's move on, let's move on. Holiness, heels and hankies. My grandmother taught us well to be all that we could be. Holiness, heels and hankies. Grandma taught us well to be all that we could be. Go with your holiness, put your heels on, grab a hanky, and let's move on, and let's move on, and let's move on, let's move on. Holiness, heels and hankies. My grandmother taught us well to be all that we could be. Holiness, heels and hankies. Grandma taught us well to be all that we could be. Go with your holiness, put your heels on, grab a hanky, and let's move on, and let's move on, and let's move on, let's move on. Holiness, heels and hankies. My grandmother taught us well to be all that we could be. Holiness, heels and hankies. Grandma taught us well to be all that we could be. Go with your holiness, put your heels on, grab a hanky, and let's move on, to be all that we could be. Holiness, heels and hankies. Grandma taught us love to be all that we could be. Go with your holiness, put your heels on, grab a hanky, and let's move on, and let's move on, and let's move on, let's move on.
Hello, and welcome to Holiness, Heels, and Hankies. I'm Tamika.
I am Shadana.
And we are so excited to be here, guys. We are still celebrating how many years?
Our 9th year anniversary.
Yay! 9 years that the Lord has been with us, and we are so grateful, so excited that you guys are coming in with us. We have another special guest on today. He is like world renowned.
World renowned.
All over Chicago, all over Illinois.
And come on in, tag, share. You want to tag it for photographer, tag these people that are using a whole lot of AI, and maybe we've had like some debates about that. But we're so excited to celebrate their 9 years. We have a very special guest here with us.
And you guys know him. You guys know him. You guys, who does not know Leo? Put it again, Donna. Leo! So glad that you are here with us today.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here. We usually have, I don't know, you said you're usually behind the camera, so thanks for joining us on this side of the lens.
Right, let's go on this side of the lens. Right, and you know, he said that he was honored to be here with us. We were honored. We've been talking about this for months. He didn't know.
Yeah.
But I was like, let me finally reach out to Leo. And I when I called him, I told my sister, I said, I'm going to reach out to him. And I said, Leo, you know, are you talkative? How are you gonna fit? He said, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So he let me, I said, Donna, he let me know that he was excited. So we're excited to have him here with us today. We always like to get a nice guest, someone that you all know, and someone who can offer some wisdom as it relates to AI and photography. So we're glad that Leo is here with us once today.
Amen. So we always open up with a scripture. It comes from Genesis 1:27. And we're just gonna read the first part that just says, so God created man in his own image. Amen. So a lot of times we've been seeing so many different images out that maybe doesn't always look like the way that God created us. So we're going to just be talking about that. Amen. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And if Leo, if you could just let us know just a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am Leo Harris, affectionately known by Leo Oneeye Harris on Facebook. And no, that's not African or anything like that. A lot of people be like, where are you from? I'm like, I'm from Chicago. So Leo Oneeye Harris, I've been doing photography, videography. I started videography. I've been doing that for going on 16 years now.
Wow.
And
somebody said Leo is amazing.
Oldest my brother there. So I've been doing it for 16 years. I started out doing videography, and somewhere down along the line picked up the camera, and so now the two just go hand in hand.
Okay.
And so man, the Lord's been faithful to us, so I really can't complain. I am recently married. Just celebrated.
Has a beautiful wife. I watch you guys like when you.
Always sharp.
I mean, so pretty.
She
She always looks beautiful.
She get a pass. She's not. I think she's in church, so that's why she's not on.
She can come back and watch.
Yeah,
she can come back and watch.
She catch the replay. Other than that, minister of the gospel, father. I mean, I'm not that, not too much to me, so.
He's so humble.
He's
so humble. And Leo has taken pictures of us before.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
All the
and so
time.
we want to. I want to slide this in real quick. Gets out of the way. Next year we celebrate 10. We want to make sure that we secure a huge photo shoot with you, maybe more than one. So we'll let you know. We'll book it later, but we want to make sure that you're our photographer when we celebrate 10 years.
You already know. These are two of the people. When they come, I don't have to worry about nothing. Outfits, makeup, anything. They're gonna come and they're gonna kill it. They'll actually make my job easy because I'm not one that likes to direct. And so when they come, they just do their thing, and I just click, I don't say nothing. So
Okay,
I love it.
It was such a fun. It was a fun shoot.
was
It was fun.
Yeah, so laid back, and that's a blessing to be able to go to photographer
Professional.
that
So
that's
professional.
so professional and just makes you feel like real comfortable, because you like step out your box, taking photos can't be something new. So it was
And he
really
knows what
cool.
he's doing.
Absolutely.
And I was looking on your page. I was like, you do all types of photo shoots. We'll get to that later.
Yes.
So, but I was just like, wow, it's amazing that it's just not churchy. It's just not business, but people can secure you for all types of photo shoots. Pregnancy photo shoots. I was like, man, Leo does it all.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that you started out with videography
That's
before
cool. I
you
didn't know
did
that
photos.
either. That
Yeah.
is cool.
Yep. Started off in videography on accident.
Really?
Actually, yeah. So my father has a church. My godfather has a church in Joliet, Redeemed Enrichment Ministries, Bishop Eugene Fears. And so they were coming on TV. WJYS was the big thing back in the day. All the churches came on JYS.
Okay.
He hired a company to come in. They were a little bit pricey. You got to think, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, it was expensive.
Yeah.
I said, hey, man, I can do this. You don't got to pay them that. And he said, can you? I said, yeah.
Really?
Mind you, I had never touched the camera.
So wait, what made you say I can do this?
I was walking by faith. I saw the money, and I thought, if he could pay them that, surely he could pay me half. I'm here anyway. We might as well make this work.
I'm gonna learn how to do this.
Yeah, and so the church went out. They bought the equipment.
Really?
And when they bought it, they said, okay, it's on you. Now, mind you, I hadn't touched anything, never been to school, anything. I laid down, and I said, Lord, I said I can do this. You got to bless me to do it.
Wow.
And when I woke up, everything just came to me.
Really?
And I've been doing it ever since. And even
That is amazing.
Even other
That is
photographers in the
amazing. That's
industry,
amazing.
That's
if I say, man,
amazing.
how do you do this? How do you do that? And they don't want to tell me, people like to gatekeep.
That's what
And they didn't want to say nothing. And so I go to see him, I say, Lord, you did it before.
Wow.
Hey, I'm like Ty Tripp, do it again.
Let's talk about that gatekeeping part. Then we'll try to get into our template.
Yeah.
So were you just like seeking out photographers and videographers who are already doing the work, and they were like not
Yeah.
telling you anything?
Yeah, because
Are
remember,
you serious?
Remember, I don't know anything. I don't know what
Wow.
ISO is. I don't know what a shutter speed is. I don't know what any of this is. And so I'm reaching out, hey, what is this? And they don't want to tell me. And so I said, okay, well, Lord, or even when editing, how do you, compress two pictures and make one picture? They didn't want to tell me. And so, okay, cool. I go to sleep, and literally in my sleep, the Lord would give it to me. I'll wake up,
Downloading
and I'll just do it.
strategies. Wow.
And then the same people that I ask, they'd be like, hey, man, who taught you how to do it? I'm like, the Lord.
The Lord.
So, like, now,
That's
I don't
the
even,
answer.
it's just, so, yeah.
That is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Amazing.
And we were just talking about how he literally is everywhere. So New Direction had their live recording, and of course Leo was the guy. No AI, but he's the guy. And I've been to many events and seen him there. So you gained so much popularity throughout Chicago and the neighboring suburbs. So we're proud of you.
That
Proud
is
to know
so-
you.
yeah,
Thank
so
you.
proud.
Thank you. It's an
So
honor.
just thinking about when you how you started, and just that really just shows like creativity.
Yeah.
So how can you just say a little bit more about like how you think this creativity is like a gift from God? Then, because that you literally just like said like how He just downloaded these things. So just kind of talk about that creativity a little bit.
So creativity, of course, we all can be looking at the same picture, but as individuals, we all have different imaginations. We have different, and so I think that the way a person approaches something, again, it might not be the same way you approach it. And so however you put it together, like y'all outfits, you have to be a creative to wear. You have to be a creative to wear what y'all wear. Everybody's not able, okay? So, and not only that, but I think creativity and anointing goes hand in hand. Gift and talents come with that repentance. And so everything that you do, you can look at something and pick it up just by watching somebody else. But if you're not a creative,
Hey, Pastor Tyrone.
that's the time.
He said, yeah. He's better than I.
So another one of my faithful clients, okay? So if you don't have, I'll put it this way, if it's not your tact or your God-given gift, it's going to be hard to create.
Yeah.
So
true.
creativity comes naturally when it's something that's near and dear to your heart. Because I can see the same thing and say, well, how can I do this? They're doing it, but they're not doing nothing with it. But with your creativity, but they say, hey, I did it, and mine took off.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's 1,000 people on TikTok Shop doing the same thing,
Yeah.
but it's the unique one, you know. And so I just think that however you create, whether it's through prayer, some people meditate, some people just do whatever to get, you know, the creativity. I think that's what brings it out.
That sound like Missionary Baptist Church.
Hey,
That sound like
everybody.
Missionary Baptist Church. Everybody's coming in. So, and when you talked a little about being anointed to do something, so how do you look at this when it comes to profession and calling? You know, would you say that you lean more into the professional part or the calling, or do you feel like the need to balance them both?
There has to be a balance.
Because you know how people can be. That you know how church folk can be too,
Yeah,
right? When it
yeah.
comes to the professional part
And I'll
or
say
the
this,
business aspect.
The business.
the business aspect of it, and don't get me wrong, I've come a long way, and so I had to learn how to be integral in what I was doing, because sometimes I would look at the business aspect of it, and I would just take 1,000 gigs, but I wasn't doing it with quality, and so
That's
from
good.
there, when I start seeing, okay, wait, I'm not this book. Okay, what's the problem? Then I start looking, okay, because you're doing it for the check and not for the purpose.
Okay.
And so, go ahead.
So
So
good.
that's so
really
good. I love it. So how did you kind of pivot, you know, to get away from just doing it from the check, so you can work on your craft, you know, because some people get so driven by the money part that they lose sight of quality work. So how did you pivot that to make sure that you presented quality work?
So there's two things that I did. Because I was always so booked, when I first got into the industry, any gig, any photo shoot, I always prayed. After a while, when you're doing 10 to 15 gigs a week, it's natural. So I stopped praying.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so
we
there's
do
some-
that.
Yeah,
we do.
you have to.
I mean, I'm
You
saying
have
that's
to.
that people will do that. Like we get so busy, we like this. We're not praying.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
that's
And so from there, that's why I started going after the business aspect of it. But then, so what kind of helped me to get back on the right track is I started doing questionnaires.
Oh, okay.
When I talk to
Feedback.
a client, yeah, questionnaires, not only feedback, but before I even take the event.
Oh, wow.
And that helps me determine
That was
whether
smart.
I'm doing it for business or if I'm doing it for the passion. Because if so I work with a lot of churches. If I questionnaire you and I'm asking you these questions, and in your conversation I can tell you want a production, I'm all professional.
okay.
I'm doing it for the check.
Okay.
But if I'm talking to you and I'm hearing your passion for the people and for ministry and for souls, that's when I'm going to say, I'm doing this for the purpose of what you wanted. So whether you have the budget or not, I'll meet you where your budget is, because I know you got a heart for ministry.
Right.
But if you just want to do it for the lights and the glitz
Yeah.
and glam,
Yeah.
we're going to get a check.
Yeah.
We got to
But
get a
still,
check.
you don't let them go. But you know.
Oh yeah, yeah,
person.
yeah,
You know what it is.
Money still
we know what it
talks.
is.
Money
So
still
yeah,
talks.
so there's
Love
a
it.
different, different.
And I think that's
from there.
fair. I
Yeah.
think that's real.
Yeah.
You know, that's real.
But
We have
you
to
know what
think
you're
like
coming
that.
into.
Right.
Yeah,
Now, tell
definitely.
us something. What has been the worst experience you've had business-wise with a client? Whether it was a church, whether it was a secular client, or you know what I'm saying, how
That's
people
been
just
tough.
don't do right. Do you have one client that comes to mind? And you
With
just
an
like,
event or
never
with a
again.
personal client?
Event or personal client. We just like never ever again. Have you had any experiences like that? Where you like, I'll never take them again?
Yeah.
Really?
And,
What happened?
there's quite a few.
I'm sure.
Oh wow.
And although, and I won't say his name, he's world renowned.
That's unfortunate.
But, well, I did his conference for a whole week. The whole week, because of who he was, not only did I do the event, but I even sold when he was, taking off the bill. We did the conference the whole week. At the end of the conference, he gets done preaching. He goes in the back room. We never see him. Myself, the band, sound guy, we're waiting 2 to 3 hours after church.
Oh my God.
And so the number I had been talking to him on the whole week is all of a sudden changed. After he's preaching, this number is no longer in service.
Wow.
And so we never got paid.
Yeah.
That's at the time when social cam was big. And so it wasn't even a rubber check. It was not a check at all. So that's when social cam was big. And so I got on social cam and I said, hey, Brian Karn, I did your conference. I never got paid. And he called me immediately.
Okay.
And then he said, okay. But from there, I don't care how big you are. Well, I guess I did say his name.
I was like, maybe it was a fake name.
No. No, it's okay. Trust me, he's been in other stuff worse than
Much
that.
worse, yeah.
But so from there, so I don't care who you are because of that. I would just prefer not to do because what happens
what you
is.
learn? Yeah.
So what happens is it takes away from how you feel about that particular person, and I would rather keep a good relationship than to ruin it over a bounce check or whatever. Because I tell people all the time that a relationship is better than currency. So you can have all the money in the world, that ain't gonna buy you a good friendship. So from now, I do things based off a relationship.
That's good.
And that kind of helps me, keep. But yeah, I just wasn't working. And then an event that I did was a wedding, and they got to fighting at the wedding.
Oh wow!
But the police came to me because they was like, well, who has the footage? Who started it? It was them or them. So
you had to go and get the footage?
Now you went,
Oh, wow.
So after that, I was like, yo.
I cut my camera off.
I was like, it was a lot. So I'm like, no. So
I'm weddings are tough too. That's like an all day.
But you know what? I actually enjoy weddings.
You do like weddings?
Because out of everything that I do, weddings allow me to be more creative.
Oh, wow.
Because you're dealing with a full wedding party of 20 to 30 people, different personalities.
Yeah.
So you want to capture all of this, but you still want to capture the emotions from the family, still while creating beautiful moments for the bride and groom.
That's nice.
And
every photographer doesn't do that.
Yeah. And so it challenges me. And I rarely post about weddings, but I do maybe 16 to 18 weddings a year.
Wow. Okay.
That's incredible.
That is
He said that's
cool.
good, bro. With relationships are better than currency.
Yeah, definitely.
So the weddings are. What's your favorite things to shoot? Oh, just period. You said that allows you to be creative. Is that your number one?
That's my number one.
Really?
Oh,
That is my number
okay,
one.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's my number one.
I love
That's
it.
interesting.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, so as we move to like thinking about like the creativity and what's now become like artificial creativity.
Yes.
Just like what are your brows going? Wow.
Ty, you gotta chill, bro.
Every bride ain't wild, Pastor Tyrone.
That's kind of wild. That is definitely a wild wedding. So just first of all, just what are your thoughts about AI? And we can start. I just do not like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it at all. It to me, it just like looks at it questions me like your authenticity.
Yeah.
You know, like just like I'm just like I don't know like if anything you're telling me is real. I had like guys like texting me like AI text messages, like pulling up a text message. Like,
Now that'll be your friend. Now hold on.
I don't know.
And that ChatGPT be a friend.
That was like who said they want to get to know me. I don't know if you're being authentic.
No, this is true.
That's
true.
Don't ChatGPT.
Yeah, not in the aspect of that, but like some,
You can find something nice. You say you find something nice to help
I
you out with
agree
your
with some
work.
good positives, but that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, I don't know how authentic you are if everything you're doing is AI. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So.
And we've had an experience. The first experience that we had with an AI photo was this young lady had asked us to be a part of a production that she was having. So I sent her the pictures to make the flyer. And she sent them back to me. I said, that don't look like us. She said, yes, it does.
Right.
She tried to convince me
that was me.
I was just like, that is not how we look.
Yeah.
So because it is expensive to get flyers done, and when we first started 9 years ago, we paid someone, but you know, it's not that hard to do a flyer. And so
if you have good pictures,
that's the point. Because when I do, and I
Yeah.
knew you have professional photos, but when we have guests on, that is the hardest thing when it comes to doing a flyer is if a person does not have. People don't understand. I'm like, you're media. I don't understand how people don't have professional photos. But it's just, I think when people are in front of the camera all the time or do things like this, we just know that you need professional photos. But that is so true. It's the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
But I was trying to convince her, and she was like, "That's you all." I'm like, "No, it's not."
Yeah.
You know. So, how do you feel about it?
So, it can be good or bad. Now, when it comes to photography, I've seen it work. But you have to be very detailed. Some people just put it in there and just let it do whatever it wants. You have to be very detailed.
And that's how it looks like. You just did us however you want us.
Because I did a birthday thing, and I put my picture in there. You know, I said, make me a birthday thing. And I guess they thought that my teeth should be straight, so it made me straight teeth. And I said, now I know. Now I ain't mad. And I still use the picture, but I mean, if I go somewhere and show up, nigga, I'm like, wait a minute, that ain't the same smile. But it has its advantages, but I don't like it because then, too, it almost gives people a false representation of who you are.
Yes.
And so
I think it absolutely does that. I think it absolutely because
Yes.
someone sent me a picture. I was like, that is not my nose, and maybe just I'm like, my nose. That's not my nose. My face was rounder, you know, and so it will capture some parts of you, but when you zoom in, it's like. That's definitely AI. It's so easy. When you look at pictures all the time, it's easy to spot. You know. So, but I had a photographer when I had put the flyer for today in my stories. A photographer like ha-ha'd it, and I was like, "Why are you laughing at that?" I was like, then I started bragging about you and saying all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so he said, "Oh, I didn't realize it was a show." He said, "I use AI all the time because people don't like themselves." That's what this photographer said to me. And I was like, wow. I said, is that what that is an indicator of? If people are consistently using AI photos and they're uploading them consistently, he said that, and I quote, it's still in my inbox. He said, I use it all the time. He said, it works for me. And I said, well, AI sells. You know, so how do you use a photographer handle that? Because, you know, like when you went to school, you got your photos, you got to get, and they just retouch them. So there's a difference between retouching and totally.
And that's what I was going to say, to your point that, I don't even think AI is a reflection on the client. Because to say that a client doesn't like themselves, that's fine. However, you as a photographer, one, it starts at the shoot. You got to make your client feel comfortable. You got to bring the beauty outside of that person. You know, when you make a person feel confident, they'll step out this, and then they'll do some certain things. Now, AI, to me, for a photographer, you're a lazy photographer. Because
I like that.
90% of my photos that I take are not even photoshopped. Because if you get it right,
you're going to capture the beauty of that person.
even your lighting, everything. If you get it right, your composition, all that stuff right in the session, that's your editing is minimum. And so, if you're using AI, that's a quick. I don't want to do the work. It's going to retouch the makeup. It's going to shine the hair. It's going to take out, you know, it's going to put edges on. It's going to do everything that, you know, that you should take time to do in Photoshop. You know what I mean? So I just think that if a person is overly using AI, then my AI birthday picture was not me. Most of ours is not us. So I think, so it has its advantages, but again, I think that if a photographer is leaning on AI, you're a lazy photographer.
Yeah. And I think we have to think about that, like with whatever we're doing. Like, do we want to just lean on? Or we've talked about how creativity is an anointing. How creativity. So like, you gotta like pray, like you said, you pray to ask God like for strategies. You pray to and talk to God about things. I don't believe like you have to go to chat and just do all of these things. If you, like you said, like I'm gonna think about my lighting, I'm gonna think about preparing all these things before, then you don't have to do all this stuff to go put it in the chat GPT to fix a photo.
I agree. I agree. And then you want to be prepared for the photo shoot, you know, because you know, people that, just like you said, the clothing, the makeup, the hair, have all that done so you look your best. And Pastor Ty was saying that it's clear that the photos look distorted, and they do. You know, and even our guest last week, he said, please don't do an AI photo. He sounded like we sprite. He said, because I had to send something back to an event that I was that I had committed to, and tell the guy, that's not me. That's an AI photo. You know, some people really take it serious. And I'm not saying that you may not look cute, but that's not me. It's just not me. You know, so I prefer a picture that is more authentic. So when you meet me, you're not looking for that mold right there that the AI put. I don't have that. That's not real. You know, so
And I'm just thinking about the difference between, I guess, like maybe like inspiration and imitation.
Yeah, that's
do sometimes people even try to like, I know you may feel like you can inspire people because you've been doing it so long, or have you experienced like some imitating, like people trying to imitate you?
Yeah. I've had some people specifically, I've had photographers ask me, hey, what do you shoot with? Or they say, hey, let me stop by the studio. And then the next time I see them, everything in my studio, they have the exact same brand, and so I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm not like, that's fine. But at the end of the day, you have to know how to use it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so then, like me, every photographer, a lot of photographers, I can look at a picture and say, this is that person. This is that person. This is that person. Yeah, I can tell because I know their style of shooting.
Wow.
So you have to be able
That's
to create
amazing.
your own look.
I like that. Yeah.
So
and don't try to copy someone else.
because you can copy it, and to you it might look good, but I'm looking like it's okay.
Yeah.
But that's
Find
not
your
you.
own.
You're
Right.
trying to shoot
Yeah.
the way this person does.
Right.
You know, and so I think it's good to glean from people. I look at some people on Instagram,
Absolutely.
and I think I'm like, okay, cool, man, I'm gonna try that, but I'll try
make
it
it
in
your
my
own,
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what helps with the creativity and all of that.
Inspiration, and I think we can be inspired by it, but I think we have to understand, like, God called you to, and it'd be so many different photographers, all those things like that. In my next post, I'm gonna have Tradonna style me. I'd love that, and Leah's on deck for the folk.
Who said that? Who said that?
I don't know if that's Pastor Ty. I think that is him. Yeah, I'm ready. I like to style me.
He said, I'm done blowing up
He
the
don't
side.
do that.
He doesn't, right?
He don't do that.
He's very creative and
Yeah.
always clean. He has
Yeah.
our haircut always clean.
Listen, he's not gonna ever miss. When I tell you crispy, crispy. And that ain't no AI hairline either.
Yeah, so I
man.
think as we're just focusing on what God has called us to do, then let's go ahead and do that. So just allow Him to do it.
Yeah,
Amen.
and that's even when it comes to I know this is religious broadcast podcast, so that's iron sharpen iron.
Yeah,
we
that's
should
good.
be able
That's
to
good.
uplift and encourage our brothers and
Yes.
sisters,
Yeah.
whether it be ministry, whether it be in business or whatever the case. We should be able to say, hey, look, boom. You can do this,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
do it this way.
Absolutely.
Some people can't take constructive criticism.
That's
Now,
right.
how is that? How's that been?
It's been good.
Okay.
It's been good.
When people come to you
when
for-
people come, and I always feel honored because because for me, I tell people say, "Oh, you're so good," and I tell people I know other better photographers. I'm not that good. I just pay
you
my
are.
tithes and believe God. So and so a lot of times people will come, and I tell them, but it's up to you to go in. Advance and get better in what you do. But then there's some people when I'm trying to teach them and tell them do this, and they think they got it, or they do it once and the picture looks good, then they go run out there and get on their own. And then 6 months later, they I'm like, what happened? I thought you were shooting. Well, you didn't want to listen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything comes with instructions. You can't just go start a job and just go to being a manager.
Absolutely.
You have to
That's
build
true.
up. You
That's
have to
true.
work your skills. So even in photography, you have to learn how to be able to listen to others. And
So how
Yeah,
long
yeah.
did it take you to go? I know you said you were doing it for 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
How did you find yourself just having that growth? Was that just through practice and?
so, practice, yes, but my practice was real life experience because I stayed booked. Now I'm not gonna lie. Now here's the blessing. The blessing is I've been full time 16 years.
That's what I was going to say.
Wow.
Oh, you stopped this immediately.
Yeah.
You just went to.
Really?
I haven't punched a natural clock in 16 years.
That is
That is
awesome.
amazing.
Lord's been faithful. That's why I said I just
That's
pay my tithes and
amazing.
believe God.
That's
And when he said
amazing.
that your gift will make room for
That's
you,
amazing.
hey. So when he said that your gift will make room for you, truly my gift has made room for me.
Wow.
That is a blessing.
Yeah. And so,
And everyone can't say that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
And that's how
Like,
you know that God is in the plan too,
Mm-hmm.
and then just being and just putting it out there when we pay our tithes, especially
Mm-hmm.
believing God to continue to
Absolutely.
send more work for you,
Yeah.
and so the
Yeah.
Lord is faithful. And then I love what you said for those who may miss this when he came in. Leo was saying how he was asking other photographers who had more experience who did not want to even give him advice. They were gatekeeping, and the Lord downloaded into
That's
you,
so
and
good.
you woke up and he was
Yeah.
like, okay, do this, do that. I was like, God is so faithful.
Yeah.
He has called
Yes.
us to do something.
Yes.
He will allow us to get the business aspect. Talk a little bit about that. about just the business side of it.
So the business side of it. Now I will
And
say
who
this.
handles that, or if you handle it, or just
So okay. So here's this part. So I've been doing it 16 years. Now I'll say this. About them first 6 years, I probably should have had a job, but the Lord kept me. He kept me. And because me now, and this is how I know that it was the Lord, because even in 16 years, I've never had a business card. I never had a website. Everything is word of mouth.
Are you serious?
Everything is word of mouth. Never.
That's incredible.
That is
Yeah.
incredible.
And so,
That's hey,
Hey,
girl.
girl.
I was wondering when they said who was my boy Leo.
Oh my!
Gerald, great. Thank you so much, man. You allowed me to be creative.
Because he missed that part and talk
I
about
don't think it was on
yeah,
there.
he wasn't on
think
here.
we
You talked
before we got
about
live,
yeah
yeah.
before Leo mentioned how you could tell him.
Yeah,
You gave him his first
yeah,
opportunity.
when I talked to him, but Percy and Gerald gave my first opportunity to record. It wasn't even live streaming then to record. Matter of fact, we were recording on VHS. That's how long ago it was.
Oh my God!
But he gave me an opportunity.
VHS.
Yes, that's how long ago it was. To be able to record
Had a camera.
their program. And now, remember, I said that my name was Leo Oneeye Harris, right? So the meaning of one eye is because you can't look through the camera with two eyes. You only can look through one.
Wow.
So that's where the one eye came from.
So I got a confession, because when I didn't know you hadn't met you, I thought you were cockeyed.
Oh, God.
I thought he was cockeyed.
No.
I got it.
That's the first.
I didn't get.
One eye.
I was just like,
I got it.
I thought something was wrong with your eye.
No, they work fine. Now,
But I found out later. But when I first saw you, now I was like, oh, something's wrong with his eye.
yeah, no, they work fine. So the night of that concert,
It's the truth.
the night of that
No
concert, Percy, and I never heard it like this. Percy said, "Hey, Chicago, I want y'all to use this young man. His name is Leo Oneeye Harris." He's like, because he said the name of his company comes from the Bible. He says biblical. He said because the Bible says that it's better to go to heaven maimed than to go whole. So he was saying it like as if, but I was like, that ain't what that means. But I'll take it.
See, somebody else.
Yeah. And so
Now I don't feel so bad. With
and
my
so
confession.
because of that night when he said it to Chicago, literally everybody started calling.
Wow.
Without seeing the work,
Wow.
without anything, they took his word and they started calling.
You were videoing just different things.
Yep.
Wow.
Hey, Erica, isn't that something how your word, how people, that's why we have to be, make sure that we keep our reputations pure. Because,
Yes.
and then people not only, they trusted what Percy said, and
Yes.
then you said word of mouth, so then
Yep.
somebody trusts what I said, what
Yep.
she said, and it just goes on. I can't believe you never had a website or a card.
And I tried to do a website. I think I paid for it like 1 month. And in 1 month, I think I got one hit versus 10, and this is no joke, this happens to this day, 10 to 15 hits a day on Facebook and Instagram.
Really?
I can show you right now
People
on my way here.
contacting you.
On my way here, people have been calling me and texting me, and I'm like, I can't do it. I'll refer you.
Wow.
Because I just can't do it.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's
That is
awesome.
a blessing.
That's
And
a blessing.
then how were our referrals? Because I know that can be kind of
So I went through a few referrals
Okay.
that they weren't integral.
yeah.
They did the work, but it just wasn't integral. And coming from a place where I did photo shoots and didn't get the person they stuff on time, and then they blasted you on Facebook. So I never want to refer somebody and then do that, and now you're looking at him and me.
Okay.
So I have a group of colleagues that I use that I know provide great quality. Another thing.
That was good. We had experience with one of your colleagues. He was good.
Yeah.
So it is
Yep.
good to have
Ricky.
somebody you can refer them to,
Yeah.
but it's also and it was comforting to know that the person was good. But people always like to come back to who they like to go to. Be like, he was good though.
And then I have those clients too that if I see like y'all one of them people, like if I see y'all do a shoot with somebody, I'll be looking at the picture like, I can't report this. I didn't do this. We've been doing this too long. So I'm like, and then I started thinking, no, wait a minute. I didn't do a prom. I didn't do a card over. And I waited there. I said, no, wait a minute.
We family.
Yeah, we family. So yeah, but so I tried, and use reputable people
That's true.
that can provide.
Because and sometimes that happens because
You can't
something
do
can
it.
happen
You
where you can't.
you're
Yeah,
doing
it
right
happens.
stuff.
So
And to that too, like I've even had photographers that I referred to go, and the pastor said, hey, don't send them back. I said, why? He said, no, they did a good job. They were just musty. Like, so if you notice, every time I go out, I try and present. Like, I don't even have a lot of regular clothes because I'm always
suited.
either in a suit or slacks in because I think too, I've had people come to me and say, hey man, I've never seen your work, but just the way you move. One of my contracts now tell me I hired you because you're not a distraction to my service. When you come in, you look the part, so when you're moving around, you don't look at a place because you dressed the part. And so then
That's
when
so
I came
important.
in,
Talk about dressing
Yeah.
the part,
That's good.
because I think we live in a time where young people don't understand that it's so important that you dress the part.
Yes.
Talk about that a little
yes,
bit.
so you have to dress the part. Knowing, Lord, I received that. He's a prophet. Knowing where you're going is essential.
good. Amen.
Because nobody wants a person to come to their event and they look at a place. I've been to banquets where I was a guest and it was a banquet, black tie, and the photographer were in some polo jeans and a button-up. Now, although the industry is standard black, I think you can wear all black, at least some slacks. You know what I mean?
At least.
So you should know where you're going because first of all, before they see your work, they're going to see you.
Absolutely.
Presentation is everything.
And I just saw you even at our live recording yesterday, just kind of sneaking around. I like the way you move because you like you said the pastor told you you're not a distraction. You just know what you come to do.
Yeah.
And so that means a lot to when you're booked for something. You don't want anybody that's going to be a distraction.
But when the camera comes, like during the worship service, what should the people do? 'Cause that's
So,
sometimes you don't know.
just keep doing whatever you're doing.
I'm like, I'm supposed to.
Yeah, no.
Like I'm
So-
like, let's go do something like.
Yeah. And some people do that. They look at the camera like, I'm like, no, I like your
Hallelujah. Right. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
No. But then, so most of the
look
time,
at the camera.
and some people never look at the camera. Never look at the camera. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
But you got to understand, too, in production, you have to realize, when I say that questionnaire, what is the hiring client, what is their goal? What do you want them to see? I got a client right
good.
now.
That's a good question.
His church.
He said, Pastor said, I will not use it.
You don't want to refer. Don't refer to nobody.
I'll wait on your availability.
Next year then.
Right. So I have a client. His church is an older church, but he's trying to re-establish the look. And so when I go, even though 90% is older, I only shoot kids. I only shoot under 30.
Oh, because he told you what his...
He's trying to draw young people.
Yeah,
okay.
so I try and portray to the world that's watching on Facebook
good.
that it's more than just older people.
Okay, that's good.
On the music and different things like that. So you have to, and that's where the creativity comes in, because now I have to create something that's really not a reality. It is, but it isn't.
Yeah.
So versus letting AI do it, then you have to do it in the sky, and that's all based on angles. That's different things. You just have to know your craft. A lot of guys pick up a camera and they go to shooting, but they don't know their craft. And so it's like, why does this look like that? Well, that's because they didn't zoom in or they used the wrong focus lens.
Now, did you have a camera? Do you use your phone too yesterday?
So no. So that was all the thing. Now the highlight reel that I did for that was my phone.
Wow.
But the shooting now we shot.
No,
We
not
went
the whole
No,
thing.
we
But I'm
went-
saying I saw your phone up at some point.
Oh yeah, sometimes I just do that to whatever.
No, I know you. I know you're not just like.
Yeah,
like
but
me
no,
coming
something
in
like
and taking with
that.
your
No,
phone.
person, we shot 4K. No, I mean Gerald, we shot 4K cameras, bro. We was
The
in the
real
bag.
stuff,
Yeah, the real stuff.
And
yeah.
so, did you have a discussion even for something like that? Did you have a discussion with like Gerald and them about what angles, what as it relates to what you're trying to capture, or you kind of just knew what?
No,
they wanted?
we had a conference call. He told me what he wanted. it, and then we just went from there.
Okay, so that's good, guys. Those of you that are watching and that are looking forward to booking somebody, he wants to have a conversation with you or do the questionnaire just so he'll be very familiar with what you're trying to do. I love that.
And I think, to me, honestly, AI can't capture
it. Cannot.
So like you like that real. That's a genuine experience. So I think that's the difference too that you get like with a real person or actually using like real. Like you're saying, I'm going to think now about these angles. I'm going to think about what their mission, what their vision is. AI cannot do that.
Yeah, and even on some of these flyers, like I get it,
but it's crazy. It's just crazy.
To me, I don't want to see my dead brother walking up a flight of stairs. Like it was a picture. How is he like? You know what I'm saying? So it could be a little creepy.
Or smiling and waving at you.
Because back in the day, my grandma be like, "No, that ain't right. That's the devil." Like,
that's demonic.
Yeah, that's demonic. Yeah, so it's like you got to be careful because it's like, who's really doing
and
this?
sometimes some of that stuff looks so real.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is it has the potential to catfish so many people.
Yeah.
I'm like, I sometimes say, girl, that ain't you.
Yes.
That is not you on the
Listen,
picture.
I did it on one of my I've been telling myself. So I said I use it for some things. So there was a suit that I had and that's the devil. So there was a suit that I had, and I said, man, this suit would look better than this color. And I changed it. And it looked sharp. Oh, I was sharp. I used it on my Facebook. And one of my brothers said, man, I ain't never seen that suit. I'm like, you ain't never seen it.
That's still, you're changing your whole face.
Yeah.
Some people, it's every picture that they post, or most pictures, they're flyers. I'm just like, it's just gone. It's like AI gone wild. It's AI gone wild. And I was like, but it sells. Yeah, and you don't have to be a professional to have access to it. I'm like, you just put your picture in. ChatGPT can change your whole look. Yeah. My colleague came to me. He's bald. He was showing me his wedding picture. I was like, oh, and then he told me it's AI. He had dreads. So I assumed, but it looked just like I would have never known.
Yeah, and before AI, it was Photoshop.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I didn't believe what I saw putting out there because I know that I can do the same thing in Photoshop. So in Photoshop, I was removing double chins and stomachs and BBLs before there was an AI to do it. So one girl, she said, I want you to make me snatch. And then I did it, and I sent her, and she said, oh, is this me? And so she sent it to her husband, and her husband was like, where's she at? Like, but there was Photoshop. Yeah. But now we have AI to just do it. Yeah. And do this. And to make it work for you, you got to say, hey, don't touch the facial features. Yeah. Don't change the hair color. Yeah. Don't add an extra pinky. Yeah. And then it'll most likely get it right. Because
the hand. Yeah. Really? Why they have so many fingers?
Yeah, but they perfected it. But that was so true. Back in the day, it was like something was going. The hands was really weird.
All the hands gave it away. Yeah. So even things. So you talked about a lot, like just the part where you talk to people. What else can like a human photographer bring that AI just can't do? Like anything else that you could think of that you bring that maybe AI just isn't going to be able to do?
Again, I think pulling out what's in a person, because for me in a session, because most clients I'll shoot. Now I build a rapport with you all, so I know what's genuine on our photo shoots. Right. But to the person that just booked me off of IG, I don't know what's genuine. So now I have to say, give me a smile, give me this, give me that, give me that. And I got to pull it out of them until they feel comfortable. Or give me a song that you like.
Okay.
All of my artists, my recording artists, I always play the artist music. Okay. Because they feel their music. And it's always going to bring a joy out of them. Okay. So that gives me something. I can take a picture of a guy walking down the street and put it in there, but it's not going to give me emotion. Or, it might pose them in a way that person might not have normally posed. Yeah. But if we're in the studio and I say, hey, do this, they're going to give me their natural body language. It's not going to look awkward. Yeah.
How long have you ever had a client where it was hard for them just to relax?
All the time.
Really?
Okay, it's kind of different being in front of a camera.
And for those clients, I am saved, sanctified, not speak with tongues, as the Spirit gives me utterance. But for those clients, I keep a little communion at the studio. Okay. So, just kind of relax. And because honestly, some people really overthink it. Yeah. I'm like, you can't overthink yourself.
Yeah.
Just be
be
you.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
For people that,
Yeah.
because sometimes people never, and I'm like, everybody should have that experience of a photo shoot. It is such a fun thing. I love photo shoots. Now, when it comes to taking photos, have you ever taken something that was like so sacred and you had to kind of, you know, how have you handled a sacred photo shoot? You know, whether it was church or
I feel like that's a
something.
2-part question.
Okay.
Because I do a lot of sacred photo shoots I cannot post.
Do you?
Some things, I'm
Really?
sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Some women want to do Tyrone.
You did a sacred photo shoot, Pastor Tyrone?
I didn't do that shit, baby.
Like, so you do like boudoir shoot?
Yeah.
All of it, yeah. I mean,
boudoir shoot.
honestly, and I thank the Lord that I don't have a lust problem because I've done, a lady booked me, she said, I need pictures for my website. I said, okay, cool. So she get there, she's naked. She didn't tell me her website was OnlyFans. I'm like, that's not your website. Like, it's an app, yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
because I was professional, and then from there,
Absolutely.
she told her other
We
people.
were like naked.
Now let me tell you. Now let me tell you. Tory McGee, he is my mentor.
Okay, so that's who
This
inboxed me.
is
Like,
my mentor.
that's who inboxed me.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes.
Thank you for coming in, Tori.
Tory is the one that would gatekeep all the time.
Really? He sent me all these pictures and then wait. So Tori, I'm about to put you on blast now because he inboxed me and I said so I just said that's nice. So I sent him the flyer. He said, why you send me the flyer? To watch the show.
But no, but I'm gonna tell you why.
But he's good.
There's
I
two
have seen
reasons.
some of his work.
There's two reasons he probably did that. For one, Tory gatekeeps with me. He didn't tell me a lot of stuff of how he did it because he was challenging me. As a mentor, he was challenging me
He
to
said
go
Leo is
learn.
that dude.
Tory was challenging me how to go learn and do this. At one point, he had a studio. He allowed me to come in and practice.
Nice.
And stuff. He said, "Hey man, you gotta get your lighting right. You gotta do this." So a lot of times I would ask him, and he wouldn't tell me. And then I go figure out. And he said, "How did you do it?" And I, you know what I'm saying. And then he probably sent it to you because what AI is doing now, making picture collages and all that stuff.
He said he know what the flyer. He said I know it was a show. I put you ha. I was like, and so I said he got the right one. I was like, why are you ha in the flyer and Leo's coming on the show on Sunday?
Yeah. So, but a lot of this stuff that they're doing now, he was doing this manually.
Wow.
He was doing that manually,
Wow.
making picture collages and whatever thing, montages or whatever thing. He was doing that then, where there was seamless layers on layers and
Wow.
layers. Yeah, and so doing weddings and all that stuff, he got me in the game.
Wow.
So if y'all never heard it before, Tory Timmy Black McGee is the one that got me.
That can't be separate.
Yeah. So, but for real, now that's to this day. A lot of people call him Uncle Tory. That is on
That's
there. I
cool.
tell anybody.
That's awesome.
He was good to me. That's my guy.
awesome.
Yeah, that's
Wonderful.
my guy.
And so what? So was it important to have a mentor?
Yes.
About that, yeah.
Mentors are very important. Reason being is because you don't know everything, especially when you get in an industry that you've never been in.
Yeah.
You're learning, so you got to have a mentor. And then even if some people go to school, some people go to
That's what he
school and
said.
stuff.
He said, then Leo, I'm sorry, cut you off. He said, Leo took it to the next level. Now he teaches me stuff.
And he has. There's been
good.
times when he called me and said, "Hey, bro."
That's good.
And-
Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah,
what we
that's
talking
where that
about.
iron sharpens iron
Yes,
come in
that's
because
good.
it's like and so yeah. A mentor is great because you might think you have it, and you may have it, but your mentor is going to say, "No, you're doing it the wrong way. Do it this way." Then it's going to keep you on track. And people don't like to say, "Oh, I got a mentor," because they want to make it seem
some
like
people,
they're there.
Right.
Yeah.
Some people don't like it.
But
I agree.
that's the way we live in. Like, we help us one to another.
That's right.
Like,
Absolutely.
we should be able.
Absolutely.
I'm just being so churchy. It is Sunday.
And you're a preacher.
Yeah, just can't help yourself.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So, but it's like, why wouldn't you? Because and sometimes mentors will help you think in a whole different aspect.
That's true.
My mentor helped me to help me think more professionally. Tori tell me all the time, "Hey, bro, people don't want to see that; they want to see this." But because I thought, "Oh no, but it's a glitch for this," I was doing clubs heavy, Adriana's, Mr. Ricky's, all of that stuff. Oh, I was doing it every weekend. And two things happened. One, he told me, "Hey, man, you need to do this more professional stuff to change your clientele," because I was the party photographer. And then,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, now, and come to the point, even at my father's church, people say, how you working in the club, but then you come here on church on Sunday? Well, you got to realize that was my livelihood, not my lifestyle.
Yeah.
So I wasn't doing that. But what changed it was, I was in the club one day, and a guy walked up to me. He said, oh my God, this is so amazing. Like that Coming to America moment when he saw Hankies. He said, this is so amazing. I said, what's amazing? He said, man, bro, you the same dude that preached at my mom's church last week, and now you in the club. I'm like, yo.
He said, Tori said he was making tons of money.
Tons of money.
Because you was broke. He said Leo got good because he was broke.
Now that too. Hey, being broke, like being hungry and make you good. Yeah. So, so I told the Lord this. I told the Lord, I said, I got convicted. I said, now Lord, if you convicted me of making this money in the club, because it was good money. One night, I think we was at Adriana's, never forget it, we had 2 floors. Me and another photographer, Russell.
I thought, because when we said Adriana, I'm thinking Adriana.
Fur, I'm the first.
Oh, no. There was a club in the South Suburbs. Oh, yeah, y'all in the city. The South Suburbs. And Nicki Minaj came there. We actually said, can we use you to stand on the backdrop and take pictures? She said, yeah, but it's going to be $1,000. Okay, cool, no problem. This 10 years ago. We paid her $1,000. In a matter of 45 minutes, we did almost $5,000.
Oh my God, because it was Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Somebody
And
said,
so,
"Don't interview." Thank
and
you, Paul.
everybody, that's another guy, Walt Daniels, another guy. He's a young gun coming in the game. He's killing video, photography, podcast, everything.
That's cool.
He's a West Side, so that's why I'm promoting him because I'm South Side. But
But
my West Siders, check him out. Yeah, check him out. But yeah, so I forgot the question. I got to rambling.
No, you're doing good. Everybody's journey is different. The Lord did not convict me from making money because I was doing good with the money.
He said I was in there not to make money, not love.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, we get it.
Yeah.
We get everybody, and that's true. Everybody's journey is different.
Yeah.
So
And,
we
and that's the
respect
thing too. You can't, because I'll tell you this, when you're doing it, whatever setting you're in, if you're not careful, it will consume you. It'll consume you.
I agree. Yep.
You just got to stay professional. I've had people do photo shoots and thought they was going to pay with sexual activities. No, I need my money.
I know that's right.
I've had people to do hire me for their service, and then they want, well, stop by the kitchen and get some chicken dinner. As long as my offering is coming with this chicken dinner, I'm gonna stop by. But I'm not doing it for that because
Business is business.
Yeah, business is business. And a lot of times I go to places and people say, hey man, give our photographer a drink. I'm not here to drink. I don't drink, but even if I did, I wouldn't be here to drink.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm here to do a job.
Right.
A lot of people get too common and
Yeah.
familiar
And
with
their
their
work,
with their guests, and I mean with their client. And I just think that differentiates you because now I got one problem. One photographer that goes and everybody was like, he's great, but he talk too much because he's gonna smile at everybody. When I'm a photographer, I'm not here to fan out. I'm not coming here to, hey, come on. Because, bro, I've done everybody. I've done the Ty Tribbers. I've done the Ken Spirituals. I've done the Kimberells. I've done them all. So your job is not, I'm not here to take pictures with you. I'm here to take the pictures. And then after you get done, most of the time, they're going to say, hey, photographer, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
That's my moment.
Yeah, I love that.
You know what
So
I
you're
mean?
not coming as a fan.
Right.
I'm coming as a photographer.
Coming as a
If I
photographer.
get an opportunity to be a fan, but
Yep.
I'm here to be the photographer.
Yep.
I love
And
it.
then from you not being a fan, because they're so used to everybody being a fan, that's gonna stand out and they're gonna ask you and they're gonna
Because you're
book
not
you.
asking.
Yeah.
When I get done taking your picture, I want to make sure we take one too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get it.
And I like that because that's why I said I was like I don't know if Leo would talk.
Possibly not.
'Cause
Okay.
He was always in some.
I didn't tell him you said that. 'Cause she was like, I don't know about Leo. That's the first question. I said, he was so excited. I said, Leo's coming on. She was like, you got Leo's.
No.
Because first of all, we know what your schedule was. That was the first thing.
Yes.
But I was like, I said he's and you said I got a 3 to 5 church, but that was the first thing I led with because my sister
Yeah.
said I don't know if Leo can talk. I said Leo, you
But
gonna
he
be good
just
talking?
and then he come and take our pictures.
Right,
That's all.
because you're not there for conversation.
And normally I
Yeah,
don't.
It hasn't
And-
been all, you know.
No,
yeah,
and normally
take
I
our
don't.
pictures,
And then too, you can't.
What? So we've interviewed all type of people.
No, he's not lying. If he took this
Never interview you
No,
again.
let me tell you.
We've been doing this for 9 years,
Yeah, we
Tori.
been
So
there
we
all
probably
right.
You done it for 9
we're pretty
years.
good.
But if you get him, it might be your last year. No, he has great personality, man, great conversation.
I remember when he was a poet. He probably doesn't remember me. I remember
Oh,
on a
wow.
poetry stand with Black Ice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So he probably don't remember me, but I remember him.
So yeah, so I don't. A lot of times I don't talk too much. Then too, you got to remember too.
And that's cool, though.
Sometimes with me, because I try and be like I comment a lot. I mean, I try and like comment people, you know. And so people take that as me being flirtatious, and it's not that. But I like to build a rapport.
You extended.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
And
just
so-
that's just some.
But y'all are beautiful. So I got to be careful how much I talk to you. You know what I mean? And so,
Thank you.
because like even
But it was
when
very professional.
when I said she was like, "Who are them?" I was like,
And we in the background admiring her. I'm so happy. He was like, Leo got married. I was like, she told me, like, Leo got married. I was like, yeah.
yeah. So
Checking out her beautiful clothes. I'm not going to be rooting for y'all.
But I like
beautiful
that.
wife.
That's
Yeah.
good.
So you gotta be
Absolutely.
careful. You can't
right.
get too common.
And because women, we not that woman, but
we
some
know.
women will
Yeah,
be.
we know.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
girl, sit down.
Yeah.
Don't stand up and take these pictures and get on the back.
And that's
Okay, he said,
why
of course I remember.
Okay.
that's why a lot of times like females come and they want to do photo shoots and they're like, "Can you put the baby all on me?" I'm like, "You got hands?" Because I'm not
Lord,
finna,
have
like,
mercy.
like, no, like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that'd be part one of them trying to get a free shoot. I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Good on a
So,
free shoot.
yeah, so it's like, you know.
Oh, this time is coming to an
I
end.
know.
See how quickly that
Yeah.
is done by this
Amazing.
hour.
Y'all know you want to start a podcast. I'll go home and turn my camera on and start talking. Yeah.
Now let's talk about what's going on. What future plans do you have?
Yeah. What's
Okay.
next?
Yeah, what's next?
Ooh, man, what's next? Honestly, I've been trying to avoid it.
Use less oil.
Honestly, what's next for me? I don't know how long I'll do this, but ministry's next.
Ministry is
Amen.
next. And you are a phenomenal preacher. I have watched you preach.
I've been trying to avoid it. I've tried to avoid it, and I asked the question. I said, "Lord," I said, "why have you made me successful in this industry?" And He told me clearly. He did it for me.
Pastor.
I guess they tried it.
No
They
kidding.
tried
No
it, but he
kidding.
said no kidding.
No, no kidding. You know. So I asked the Lord, I said, "Why did you make me successful in this?" And He told me, "Because I have a work for you to do." And He told me, "I need you to be able to go when I say. So you can't be bound by a regular 9 to 5.
Isn't that something?
So He's made me
Amen.
successful in this. So now I'm able to
That's
maneuver
such a
to do
blessing.
ministry.
Such a blessing.
Yeah. And so now people are trying to, "Oh, I need you to do this, da 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 da." And so they like, I've turned down this year alone 3 applications for a church. I'm like, no, I
Are
like
you ministry?
yeah,
Okay.
like ministry. Like, I like what I
Okay,
do.
leading.
But and everywhere I go, they're like, "Put the camera down." I'm like, "For what?" And then they get the problem. I say, "I see ministry. I see da da da." I'm just like, yeah, I know. So I know it's only for so long, but ministry.
When we are praying with
Isn't
you
that
for
amazing?
you.
Don't pray too hard.
That,
It's
that,
okay.
God, that you let the Lord have His way.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
it's been so refreshing to hear your testimony, how the Lord has provided throughout this journey. So we're trusting that you will
Yeah.
move as God moves you.
Yeah.
So tell everybody how they can reach you, because you're not he's not doesn't have a website. He doesn't give out cards, but they can follow you where.
Yeah. You can
Send
follow
them to
me.
me and keep preaching.
And he's okay. He doesn't happen to. Now, don't get me wrong. I still want to mentor other people.
Yes.
I still want to get into some teaching. There are some people that I do. Like kind of critique and help along the way. So I do want to get
playing
into
the credit
that.
music.
No.
That's my thing.
Keep going. Tell them how to reach you.
Yeah. So
Be quiet, Tori.
so I can't hear the music. But I just like
It's okay. Our producer is standing here.
Yeah.
This is a professional gig.
Yeah,
We
that's
know what
right.
we're doing.
Listen, if we run over, the Lord's been kind. I'll pay for the overtime. No, but so you can reach me on Facebook, Leo Oneeye Harris, or you can reach me on
That's
IG.
one eye with the camera.
That's one eye with the
Not
camera.
cockeyed.
IG, you can reach me on Leo_photography. No, Leo Oneeye_photography.
Okay.
When you get there, you will find that my social media is very random. You'll find church, you'll find family, you'll find work on there. But inbox me, I can send you whatever you need to see, and we can make it happen to you.
Pastor Wyndham said.
Pastor Wyndham, another one to
Yes,
go to
he
the
is.
game. He was doing this before I was probably even thought about being born.
Phenomenal.
And so there's been times I've reached out to him, he's reached out to me, and just,
cool.
yeah.
Wow.
And so, yeah, well, I watched him in the progressive years,
Yeah.
way back in the day. And
Yeah,
so
that's right.
there's guys like that, Tory and, Pastor Wyndham, who has, just been an inspiration from afar off. So we thank God.
We about to end the show. Pastor Tyrone.
They tripping.
He said
We
he
know
heard
we
it too.
doing.
He heard
We
it
know
too.
we doing.
I didn't hear it.
Pastor Tyrone, I think he probably didn't even know we had a show till today. we can see how you act with your. If we have you on and you sit in this chair, they start playing the music, and you still got some more to say.
Oh, man.
This is crazy.
But we thank God for you.
Yes.
We speak
Thank
the
you.
blessings of the Lord over your life,
Yes.
over your marriage, and all that God has for you.
Everything
It has
He's
been
done
a
for you.
privilege and honor to have you
Thank
here.
you.
You guys go follow him. He the bomb diggity,
Yes.
not
Thank
diddy.
you.
He the bomb diggity, not the bomb diddy. The bomb diggity.
See you guys.
See you guys later. We love you. See you next week.
Next you roll back to the comments.